Essential amino acids, EAAs, are the only macronutrients that are mandatory for human survival.
There are myriads of benefits that EAAs will provide you, but we're going to highlight 5 of them today. If you're an athlete or a fitness enthusiast and you're wanting to get into your peak game, EAAs are going to provide that amazing energy and stimulate muscle synthesis like no other. EAAs will help nourish those muscles so that you can get them back.
Yeah, or what about if you're in recovery? You've had an injury, maybe an illness, and you haven't been able to move the way a body should. EAAs can restore that muscle function and get you back to where you are a functional human.
And maybe you're perimenopausal, you're postmenopausal woman, and you have already gotten into sarcopenia, you've lost precious lean body mass.
Or maybe you just want to hit peak health, like energy, right? Energy is just crucial for our busy lives. EAAs, once more, they're the foundation to energy.
Yeah, and maybe you want to just lose weight. And so EAAs will help you lose the fat while maintaining lean body mass. And that's super important to keep your metabolism firing up.
So essential amino acids, that's exactly what they are. They are essential. They are irreplaceable to that health puzzle.
Right. And so you'll find out that this puzzle is beautiful. It's a brilliant picture when EAAs have a prominent position. What are essential amino acids exactly? What are EAAs? Well, they're what make protein up. And so there are 22 amino acids. 9 of them are what we call essential. And Dr. Robert Wolfe says that essential amino acids can be thought of as the active ingredient in protein. So if you want muscle synthesis, you have to have the 9 essential amino acids and you have to have the right amount of lutein.
So your body does not make these 9 essential amino acids. You have to get them from food you eat or something you drink. But if you don't, your body's not going to have the repair for its muscles. It's not going to have immune system boosting. It's going to be depleted.
Right. And so the essential amino acids are super important. And there are a few essential amino acids that are kind of like the boss of the essential amino acids. That is lutein for the starter, and then valine and isoleucine. And these are the branch chain amino acids that have become very hot in the athlete world. But really, those 3 boss amino acids, they need the other 6. They do. They need the other 6 to get the work done to actually build the muscle tissue. So the first benefit of getting the right amount of essential amino acids is hitting peak strength. So if you're a fitness enthusiast and you want to hit peak strength, then listen up. All 9 essential amino acids are required to get anything done really seriously in the body.
And the main job that lutein does is the trigger for muscle synthesis. So without lutein, you cannot build lean body mass. Dr. Minkoff, author of The Search for the Perfect Protein, tests his patients for essential amino acids, and get this, almost everyone he tests does not have enough. So that's the second benefit. EAAs aid in recovery. And this is especially true for certain groups of people. It's really double trouble, and especially for people who have been convalescing. You know, they are recovering from serious illness, or even if it's not serious, essential amino acids get basically eaten up in their body, and they have a lack. So all the restoring and the repairing, it's not happening.
Which brings us to the third benefit. EAAs nourish depleted muscles. And they've done studies too in NASA, taking essential amino acids when there's been no gravity pull on the body, and how essential amino acids was the most amazing things that kept most muscle mass.
And this is especially true for perimenopausal women, for menopausal women. They really seriously start lacking these essential amino acids.
That's really a hard situation because we also start to lose our hormones that are anabolic towards muscle. So we have less of a trigger from our hormones. And so we really need those triggers coming in from our essential amino acids.
And I'm in that territory.
Right.
So I've done something about it.
Yeah, because sarcopenia happens. Like once we reach about 30, we lose muscle. The young body, children, it's a little more forgiving. But once you're an adult, you require the lutein, that essential amino acid, combined with all the other essentials. You require that to build muscle. And that's the fourth benefit of EAAs. They increase your energy.
So when it comes to protein, it's really all about absorption.
Do you know that digesting protein takes a lot of energy? It takes a lot of protein to digest protein. You know, people that need to put on healthy lean body tissue, they don't need to be burning through tissue at the same time. Let's talk about recovery. I mean, when you're especially in that window post exercise and you've got those broken down muscle tissues you want to feed them fast.
It's basically instant fuel, instant repair, rather than waiting that, even with whey protein, which is an excellent form of quick protein. It's the best that the earth has to offer in food,
Right.
but it's still slower, it still takes longer, and it's still not as efficient. And now our fifth and final benefit we're highlighting today. EAAs aid in healthy fat loss. So let's talk about EAAs for healthy weight loss. They increase metabolism.
Right. I love what Dr. Robert Wolf says. He said that they induce, after taking essential amino acids, they induce thermogenesis for up to 4 hours post. And so they actually rev the metabolic burn. Again, these free-form essential amino acids are a great tool for, number one, hitting peak strength.
Number 2, aiding in recovery. And then you've got 3, which is nourishing depleted muscles.
Number 4, increasing your energy. And 5,
the best one, healthy weight, or more importantly, fat loss, not weight loss. So now let's connect the dots. We have painted the picture with the EAAs. Now we're going to dig deeper and we're going to get practical.
Right. So with lutein being the trigger, let's just think of it like lutein is the foreman on a job. All right. And so you need a foreman to tell the little minions what to do, like get to work building, right? And the rest of the essential amino acids, they're like the minions, going to run around and get the job done. And so we need a 3-gram bolus of lutein so that he can be a foreman.
Well, 3 grams is optimal, but the research shows that anywhere from a 2 to a 3 gram bolus, and bolus is just the term of the amount, is what is required. So 3 is awesome, 2 is okay.
So a lot of plant proteins out there on the market, they maybe have 1, they might have 2, but you can't absorb all of it. And so really we need to get smart into working out really how much lutein or how much bioavailable lutein is in our protein supplements or is in the food we eat. And just a palm-sized chicken breast, a palm-sized lean red meat, or even just a fillet of salmon all has that 3-gram bolus of lutein. So we don't have to get worried like it's a massive meal to get that lutein in.
It's basic. It's 4 to 6 ounces. It's about a typical serving, and it's great. It's like 2.5 grams to 3 grams of lutein. So you're going to get the muscle job done. But what if plant proteins are wonderful? What if you want to have your wonderful lentils or your beans or your tofu? You want to add some essential amino acids.
Right, and that's what I do too.
So when it comes to your meals and you're just having breakfast, lunch, dinner, think in that term of, am I getting 2 to 3 grams of lutein in all my essential amino acids? But 2, it's okay for a meal. But after your workout, that's when you kind of want to get nerdy and you want to hit 3 because you've torn your muscles down. You've actually kind of done them some damage and you want to repair them and rebuild them better than they were before. And so 3, that's what you're going to shoot for.
So we've been talking about this 3-gram bolus of lutein, how important lutein is. It's a wonderful muscle trigger. But remember that you need all 9. Why? Because if you take in that one trigger, your body's still looking for the other amino acids, the other essential amino acids to get the job done.
And so that is why you don't want to get fooled into just buying lutein and think, oh, I can just use lutein.
Or the branched chain amino acids where it's just the 3. Dr. David Minkoff says you can get everything else right, but if you don't get protein right, you're going to have problems.
Let's recap. No matter what your goals are, no matter what stage you're in, EAAs are essential for attaining complete protein and for what your muscles need for growth and for repair.
Lack of EAAs is significantly detrimental to your health in so many ways, like we've covered here today. And the power of lutein is undeniable, and that bolus of 3 grams, powerful.
And bioavailability trumps all other metrics in regard to protein.
We've spent most of this conversation talking about how essential amino acids are for you and talking about how the lack of them is detrimental, but we're not going to leave you there. We're going to provide you with a solution. Introducing Essential. Essential is a custom blend of pure essential amino acids that provides high bioavailable protein. And when properly compounded, EAAs feed muscle, cut fat, promote recovery.
Essential has the highest protein biologically available at nearly 100% absorption, fuels your workout, amps up the protein in your meals and snacks, enhances mental focus, and helps you live a more active lifestyle.
Using Essential is like getting the protein amounts from eating a massive steak or chicken breast, but just in 1 scant tablespoon. 1 tablespoon.
Essential gets your muscles what they need, when they need it, and how they need it. And it is swiftly absorbed into your muscles, and it's utilized very quickly.
90 bioequivalent grams of protein in just 1 scant tablespoon of serving. That is 90.
It has swift muscle replenishment with a 3-gram bolus, there it is, of liposomal lutein. So after your workout, you got your 3 easily.
Right. And the liposomal is really the key to just ushering it into that muscle tissue. It amps protein in any meal or snack, fights loss of lean body mass and insulin resistance.
It is gentle on the kidneys, and it's vegan-based.
Suitable for athletes requiring large amounts of supportive protein. How is Essential different? Many EAA formulas are derived from substandard sources of amino acids, but ours has to pass with flying colors. The freeform amino acids in Essential have 5 times the bioavailability of regular forms of protein.
But we really need to talk about taste, because that's important, right? On a personal level, in the last few years, we have tried so many essential amino acid formulas, and that was a lot of yucky tasting stuff, to be honest. But they were still important.
Right.
But we have formulated a great tasting formula that you just mix with water. You just shake and you drink.
And you just feel like it's just that thirst quenching drink. It doesn't feel like, I'm having to chug my protein.
And while eating basic food protein, that's still really important. And so there's a beautiful balance between important food proteins that we still need to get in and these essential amino acids which penetrate our muscles much more swiftly.
It takes kind of the guesswork out of it.
So we have created Essential exactly for that. To provide an easy way for you to get these essential amino acids to nourish your body with all the things your body needs to be optimized.